For this class, you will have 4 lecture exams and 3 lecture quizzes. The lecture exams and lecture quizzes are all based on recorded lectures that are pre-recorded. So again, this is our homepage. See my funny bone? And we have the lectures for each week. So week 1, 2 lectures, week 2, week 3. Then week 4, we have a test. It's exam 1, and it's on the first 5 lectures. Same pattern, 3 weeks of lectures, 3.5 weeks of lectures, then an exam. 3.5 weeks of lectures and an exam. It is up to you to keep up with the lectures. So each week you have 2 lectures. You access them by clicking on the week. Takes you to the module. We have lecture 1, lecture 2. Do not try to watch all the lectures the day before the test. You will fail miserably. You need to work on the lectures twice a week, because it's 6 hours of lecture a week, and study past lectures. So on Tuesday, not only should you be working on lecture 2, but go back to lecture 1 and review it. The following week, week 3, I'm going to cheat, or week 2, I'm going to cheat. When you're working on this one, review lecture 2 and 1. So you need to keep going back. Now the follow-ups are a quick, do you understand the material? But they're not a comprehensive review. They're not designed to be. I have lecture study guides. After each lecture, you should be trying to fill those out as you go. Now, in the modules, I have study guides to help you as you go, to focus you on the material. And that's what I'm going to be testing you on. What is in the study guide? So focus on answering those questions. Now, if you follow this week 1, week 2, week 3, lecture exam review. This is actually from the before times when we had a face-to-face lecture and lab. So these are all the study guides these are all the PowerPoints. Then I have one large study guide as a Word document. Some students like it all in one place. It is 95% the same material as the individual study guides. Now in this folder, I also have stuff to get you ready. First, I have a video explaining the types of questions I ask on my exams. I then have test tips. That's my test tip. And I have possible essay questions. So the exam is going to be made up of 75 to 80 multiple choice questions and then 5 essays. They're found in this document, possible exam essay questions, and you should know that material by heart. That material guaranteed is on the test either as a multiple choice question or as an essay question. I expect you to get full credit on the essays, 25 out of 25 possible points on it. So there's no reason for you not to know that material. So look at these, practice that over and over and over and over again. Now, I also have 2 sample tests. When you open the sample tests, it takes you to a big scary screen. It looks like an online test. Now, this is just a practice test. I have a little text here, and to get you used to taking a long test in a short amount of time. It has 100 questions. You have 60 minutes. On a multiple choice question test, you should be answering 2 questions per minute. I bet you a lot of you do not have experience doing that. So I put in these sample tests, and they have a test bank of about 200 questions. So each time you take it, you get a different batch of questions. Now, these are not the test questions. I have lots and lots of anatomy tests. I've given up 2 of them to make practice exams for you. But you'll get used to taking it as many times as you want. This doesn't count as your grade. It should say somewhere in here it goes into the practice category. And it lets you take it as many times as you want. It says takes the highest score, but again, it doesn't really matter what your score is because it doesn't count towards your grade. So I also have a text box reminding you what is covered for each test. So exam 1 is 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6 for chapters, which is lectures 1 through 5. I had trouble converting from an online class back to the face-to-face or hybrid class because the lectures were all based on lecture number, but PowerPoints and my review sheets are based on chapter. So again, Lecture 3 is actually chapter 4 of the book, so we get thrown off between the lecture and the chapter number really fast. So again, I'll list both the lectures and the chapters. When in doubt, email me. I'm expecting at least 5 people out of 26 to get confused. Let's just go for an even 26 out of 26, a fifth of the class. So, when in doubt, email me, preferably not the night before the test, but email me and let me know what your confusion is, and I will try to help you out. So I'm expecting you to be confused. It's okay to email and ask me. So, as I said, there's around 75 to 80 multiple choice questions and 5 essay questions, totaling 25 points. In some of the videos I would say, in the before times, I would ask this as an essay. I'm probably going to ask those as essays here. Now, I also take the top score. So let's say the top score is only 95 on the test. I'll make that 100%. Multiple choice tests are unfair. People bubble the wrong thing in. So as a result, I'll give you wiggle room. I'm like, okay, if the top score is only 595, that means 5 questions are just horrible, or I didn't ask them clearly. So I'll make that 100%. This is not a curve. In a curve, 75% of students have to get C's, and I don't play that game. So the questions come from the study guides. The Word document and the pages are about 95% similar. I might have added or deleted something when I was going from the Word document to the page. So that is the format of lecture exams. And as for the quizzes, there's 3 quizzes. They pop up periodically. I give you a week to finish them. I tell you in the module, you have to do this. And for 2 of them, you don't have a follow-up that week. So, any questions, please email me.